The first year after Julian broke my trust, I was submerged in a tide of grief. Nights without sleep, my sense of value crumbling. Still, for our son Noah, I couldn't let go of our marriage. The second year Julian left, suggesting a 2-year break to let me process. He'd file for divorce after he said, one stormy night, Noah was struck with a fierce stomach flu. I navigated a downpour to the hospital, his frail body shuddering with each heave, me alone against the chaos. We pulled through. By the third year during Noah's spring break, he longed for a journey. Julian claimed work consumed him, so I summoned my nerve and took Noah to Scotland. We roamed from Edinburgh to the Highlands, chasing castles and lochs, our own tale, woven in wonder. The fourth year, Julian parted with his lover and sought to return. I met his gaze with a calm smile. No thank you, we've done well without you, yo. When he called to talk divorce, it struck me. 2 years had almost slipped by. Opening the door to him, a flicker of vertigo hit me. He shifted awkwardly. Can I come in? I nodded, stepping aside. He kicked off his shoes, reaching into the hall rack. Only Noah's small boots sat there. Just come in, I said. I cleared out the clutter last month. His quiet reply held a trace of irritation, but I remembered his departure, bag in hand. I'm not coming back. Time turns keepsakes into dust. My peppermint tea steamed on the table. Want some? I asked out of habit. He hesitated, and I laughed softly. Oh, right, you're a coffee man. Sold the pot ages ago. Tea's all I've got now. He stiffened, murmuring, nothing of me remains here. I smiled faintly. This hasn't been your home, Julian. Didn't you build another? We'd crossed paths in art school, drawn by his quiet charm and steady hand. 3 years into our vows, Noah was born. As a freelance illustrator, I juggled sketches and motherhood with a babysitter's help. Julian, a warehouse supervisor, lent a hand. Meals, bath time with Noah. Our little circle felt whole. Then, when Nosh was 3, his parents fled their crumbling rural cottage after a feud with a neighbor, renting a place across the street. I didn't mind. They weren't in our space. His mother, Rosa, cooked for us daily, calling us over. His father, Paul, cherished Noah. Eliza, you're buried in work, Paul said one afternoon. Let us watch him. Julian piped up. Perfect, you'll rest easier. I bit back my reluctance. They were kind, thoughtful people. What harm? It lightened my load at first. I drew while they cared for Noah nearby. We'd dine there, then head home for story time. A pattern I warmed to. Then Julian changed. He took up rock climbing, citing evening ascents for strength. I want to match Noah when he's older, he'd say. I smiled, unbothered. Weekends he'd vanish for team building hikes, returning with vivid yarns. One guy slipped off a ledge. I snagged him just in time. I listened, not wanting to dull his spark, until his phone flashed a photo. Him with her, his climbing buddy. I asked casually, who's she? He chuckled, married to Eliza. You're overthinking. I felt silly. His family, his love for Noah, his parents across the way. He wouldn't. But when Noah turned 4, the veil lifted. He'd been with her for months. That day, I'd lost a $170,000 freelance gig, and a risky stock plunge took $120,000 more. A brutal double hit. I skipped Rosa's dinner, left Noah there, and crumpled alone. Hunger clawed, but I couldn't stomach food. Curled by the window, I called Julian, on a work trip, needing his voice. No answer. 10 calls, 15. On the 17th, he picked up, mid-talk. Divorce isn't straightforward. She's blameless. My heart seized. A woman snapped, I'm done waiting. I'm leaving him. Julian soothed. Let's plan that Portland escape. I'll cover it. Then, I haven't loved her in years. Just duty. I flung the phone, shattering a lamp. Tears burned as a fallen sketchbook stared back. A dragon fading into ash. My world, incinerated. He came home late, finding me hollow. Didn't mean you to hear, he said. Accidentally answered. Silence. Why? How could you? To Noah, I choked. He stared at the floor. I slapped him, sobbing. You're inhuman. I grabbed a duffel, yelling I'd take Noah to my cousin's. He blocked me. "It's late. Don't blow this up. I'll explain soon." My cousin's cramped flat couldn't hold us. A hollow threat. We slept apart. I lay awake, questioning why he didn't even soften the blow. His soul had drifted. Days later, he said, "Maybe it began after Noah. You were all about him." With my parents helping, I wandered. She was a co-worker, trapped in a strained marriage, confiding in him. "It just happened." I snapped. "So, divorce for her?" He evaded. Fear surged. Could I support Noah solo? My earnings fluctuated. Savings were slim. He left water for my migraine, dodging the core. We drifted, mute. His hikes ceased, but the gulf grew. One night he confessed, "I never ended it. I don't feel the same. Let's divorce." I sneered. "She's free, so we're trash?" He nodded. "She chose me." I threw a book, nicking his cheek. Noah's voice, "Mommy, why's Daddy hurt?" jerked me back. I hugged him. He bumped his head, guiding him to bed. He checked on Julian, worried. Julian waved him off. "You'd break his home?" I asked. "I'll always be his dad." He huffed. "Leave," I said. He pressed. "When do we settle this?" I glared. "Bring her to apologize first. You walk away empty." He stormed out, swearing he was done. Next morning, Noah burned with fever. I raced him to the hospital. Julian was gone. His gear, too. A text. "Filing in 2 years. Hope we part okay." I sighed, tending Noah, then mapped my funds. We'd split assets. I'd invest safely for him. I wouldn't lean on Julian. Calls to past clients paid off. Work trickled in. Rosa arrived, eyes red, with stew. We yelled at him, "Give it time." I laughed. "He's the one bolting." She stayed to help. I let her. Work steadied. I hired aid, treasured Noah's moments. Julian paid support, saw him at Rosa's. Nights, melodies staved off loneliness. When Paul got pancreatic cancer, Julian moved them near him and her. After Paul's passed, he took Noah to say goodbye. I stayed back, honoring his exit words. 2 years later, he faced me, restless. "Papers?" He eyed my car keys. "You drive now?" I smirked. "Had to, no one else." That spring, Noah's fever spiked. A leukemia scare. Isa. Julian refused help. A stranger drove us. I bought a car next day. He offered a Scotland trip. Too late, I took him. He stared at our photo, stunned. "You feared travel." I smiled. "Fears for when you've got a net." He begged, "No divorce." I ditched her. "She's a sham. Give me a chance." I pulled back. "We don't need you." He pleaded. I listed his failures, Noah's illness, missed calls. I rebuilt alone. He faded. I demanded fair terms, 60-40 split, $2,200 monthly support. I kept the house. He saw Noah sometimes. I rose, free, never looking back.
If you enjoyed this story of Eliza's strength, finding herself after betrayal and solitude, give it a like. Subscribe so you don't miss new stories about those who never give up. And in the comments, tell us, what would you do in Eliza's shoes? Have you ever had to rebuild your life from scratch, like she did for Noah? See you tomorrow with another one. Until then, take care and keep chasing what makes you happy.